What's up, nerds?
Nerds.
Today we're going to go over our decks, and if you think the deck is interesting, they'll be up so you know. Mine's I Want to Rock, and then we're going to post a gameplay video that you can watch us going head to head, and we will do a voiceover on it explaining what we're thinking in the moment and how we're playing it. All right. So the basis of this deck is most of the creatures are burrowing, and then the other half is void walk. If you want to look down here, there it is 30, 30, 40, basically. So it's pretty evenly split up. The mana is hardcore, but I got it pretty close on each of those. 1% off on each, and you got each core for each one, and then you got a 4 waters for big PP plays.
I can't see your stream.
What?
I can't see your stream.
Can't see my stream.
It's because you're not streaming.
It's because I'm not streaming. 1 second.
Don't pay any attention.
There you go.
Okay. Now I'm officially here.
Alrighty. So it has a mind-boggling 9 turn 1 plays, but Awakened Mummies is a pretty solid card for 3 attack for 1 mana. The only caveat is that they have to walk over the ground. It's really not about having them walk over it. It's about it being a deterrent. Pit Vipers, these are basically defensive in the deck. You will more than likely use this to defend your avatar. This is the turn 2 play. This is the only turn 2 play in the deck besides the spells. Of course, you want ramp. We're playing Geomancer. More land, more good. I went ahead and threw in Castle Haunt because it's another. You have to do something about it, or
It's a
you're
good
just
card.
going to get your face beat in.
It's a good card.
3 mana for 4. Excellent. Cave Trolls, burrowing, vanilla, basically, but this is basically to completely avoid people using Earthquake and Bury and Cave In on you, uh, thus nullifying most people's kill spells. If they're playing Earth, that's probably their kill spell.
Yeah. The deck that you're going to see from me actually does not play against this very well because it does actually use Berry as a kill spell.
That's a fat rip. Phase Assassin, like I said, the other half of the deck is basically Void Walks. This allows you to play in a void closer to your opponent. It's all about positioning and getting a hold of causing distractions while you move up the rest of your ranks. Sandworm, another burrowing, and we got Hounds, which has both Void Walk and burrowing. This is my favorite card of Alpha. I love the art. Queen of Midland is in the deck to allow you to catch up in cards if you are up against someone that is outpacing you on draw. Infernal Legion, uh, just a good card. It might be expensive on threshold 6/6, uh, but the effect of being able to deal 3 damage to everything around it is really strong. Ninth Legion, we got 2 legions up in this.
That's new.
Uh, this is Void Walk, and then it never dies. Essentially, this is a reoccurring nightmare. Magic Fence. Death Dealer is to because I prefer not to play kill spells in my deck. I much rather use positioning and overwhelm the opponent than to just be like Barry. So that's why Death Dealer is in the deck. This is a new addition to this one. It has Burrow. That's why it's in there. It's also bigger.
You can also submerge, which is not irrelevant.
Yeah, that's definitely not irrelevant. This is basically the only card you're going to have on the field that is going to be able to combat water better than the other burrowing creatures. Conqueror's Worm.
Cunning Worm.
This is like one of my favorite Earth cards. Being able to restrict your opponent's mana. It has a time tick, tick, tick on it. You know what I mean? It's like if they don't deal with it, they are going to slowly lose control of the game. Ultimate Horror, it brings back all of your void walks. This is late game. You get ahead, or maybe you're looting. This will flip the game around. You'll get all your big boys back out on the field and have another rally on them. Lord of the Void, of course, another Void Walk, allowing Ultimate Horror to bring it back. And this is basically the Void version of Conqueror's Worm, except you don't get the land. Just another way to restrict your opponent. A lot of ticking time bombs in the deck that your opponent has to react to, or it's going to be bad for them. On to the magic spells, their movement, basically. You got Blink, Mad Dash, and Tactical Moves. These allow you to move around and draw a card. So this is your card draw and tactical move. There's so many things that these get to benefit you in this deck, right? Uh, Viper, if you're defending tactical move, use any of the movement spells to get on top of your opponent, swing on them, get that lethal off. Uh, your Conqueror's Worm, it allows you to reposition it onto a land you need to take. Ulta, your Lord of the Void, it'll get you closer to a land you want to take. And just to get out of danger, the draw a card, um, either getting out of danger for both minions and your avatar. It's effective. Being able to immediately move into a location to take something on or get away from is good, and that's why I like the movement cards. Is because they're versatile. Unlikely Alliance, there is one, at least one of every kind of rarity in the deck, so you have the potential to draw up to 4 cards. And Earthquake is the only kill spell in the deck, but most of your creatures in the deck are burrowing, and it will allow you to willy nilly it. Uh, you don't have to care about the positioning of your guys when it comes to Earthquake as much as you normally would. We can go over to the lands. Most of them are pretty basic, but Beacon is a good turnaround. So if you're getting pushed upon and you can get up to, I'd say reasonably, you're probably going to get 2 mana most of the time, but even 1 mana is good. You got each tower. I don't need to explain why those are good. Another kill spell, basically the land version of Death Dealer. This is only purely in the deck because I don't rock kill spells. This is the tri land that's for each one of the sources you're using. Lookout, I think, is extremely strong. If you can get this out turn run, you know what your opponent's doing. Uh, any point in the game, really, you can figure out things that you need to know, things you need to play around, yada yada yada, like Poison Nova, fucker. Uh,
No.
Observatory, you don't really need an introduction. Looking at the top 3 spells of your deck and being able to arrange them any way you want is fantastic. Pillar of Zeros, we have no revival in the deck, and well, we do, Ultimate Horror, but sometimes you're in a pinch. Sometimes you need that health, and once you hit 0, you can't come back. So you might need it. I threw Poison Well in here, uh, just for another one that relies on your enemy getting too close to you, maybe surrounding you, however they might be doing it. Damaging your enemy with a land is pretty good. River of Flame, I might honestly just need to pop this out because it doesn't do anything.
You don't cast spells.
I might, if I had to swap something out, it would probably be the one that destroys a weapon. If it's played next to
Bonfire.
it. Yeah, Bonfire. Let's just go ahead and do that. Bonfire. Is it one word?
I think it's one word.
Let's go ahead and pop Bonfire in. Pop out River of Flame. There you go. Now, Bonfire, you see, it destroys all weapons and armor nearby. Uh,
Daggers.
yeah, it basically just stops
Crossbows.
fucking Battle Mage in its tracks.
Crowns.
It's painful for you to be able to play it for free and completely dismantle someone potentially.
Yeah,
It's a little gnarly.
it's so good and it's ordinary.
We got all three of the what are they? Ruins, windmill, and step. Of course, dual lands. The deck is pretty equal in the pie charts there, so having all three is usable. Allows allies to move from one place to another. They're Earth sites, but this also allows you to be sneaky. They might know that you have the one, but they never know when the second one's going to come out and where it's going to pop up. Creating additional threats on the map and positioning is vital to me.
One of the cool things I like about Secret Tunnel is that the ability to go to Secret Tunnel and then go literally anywhere else on the board with your next move.
Yeah, it's a
As long as you're burrowed, so as long as you're burrowed, the Secret Tunnel acts as literally a your unit can move freely for the turn.
yeah, it's
So
it
like
has to be
one of
your
your sites.
sites,
Yeah.
but it's useful, especially since we do have our movement spells, but none of these other guys like Castle Haunt can be on the other side and all that jazz. But Cave Troll, Sandworm, your Hounds, and the new giant in the deck, Conqueror's Worm, or yeah, they don't have ways to just pop to the other side, so this allows them to do so. And the last one is just a fuck you to Death Speaker. Uh, yeah, I mean, it's nice to have a single card in your deck that basically nullifies half of Death Speaker's effect.
Yeah, I
Not
was
that
playing
he can do anything to me anyway. I have no Genesis.
well the
Well, I
guy
have one.
that we taught to play the other day.
Yeah,
He asked me if I wanted to play a couple of games the other day,
yeah.
and we played, and I played Death Speaker, and actually it worked out because I had a Boneyard, and I killed one of his good minions, and I just ended up playing it before I played the Boneyard so that he couldn't get it back with the Death Speaker. So it it does stop the Death Speaker from doing some really cool things or some really degenerate things. Um,
Yeah,
like
it's a good
it's a good card.
it's good just to include if you're playing Earth not too many of its sites are super duper nuts compared to the others like Bonfire and then like Beacon. These are like these can pop off. Earth has like Pillar is good, but
Earth has Pillar.
Earth has Pillar. There's
It
like
also
one
has
other one that's pretty okay.
what was it the one that gains you life? That one's okay.
Yeah,
Then it's got the one where all minions have burrowing, and that actually is
that one's a nuts
one.
card.
Yeah,
Kingdom of whatever.
that's a pretty cool thing too because like it kind of nullifies a lot of what people try to do too.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that's actually not in here because giving all of your minions burrow gives all my minions burrow too, but giving all your minions burrow just solidifies that you're not gonna bury my shit.
yeah, true. But then I can't use Earthquake.
Well, you can, but you know,
Get over here.
then you're just moving shit around.
True, I have done that before. Just cast Earthquake to get something closer.
Yeah.
Um, that basically does it for the deck. Any like really, it's just a minion face focused deck, and then the movement spells allow you to be more
Let's.
positional.
I'm actually curious why there's no. Um, I know you're more of a creature deck, right? But I'm kind of curious why there's no um, common sense in your deck.
Uh, Not, I think there's really like the cave trolls and the sandworms. Those are the only two ordinaries actually in the deck.
Not really, because you have Blink, Mad Dash,
Oh, I
Tactical
guess
Move.
so. Yeah, you can use
And
it for these.
I wanted to look at uh wanted to look at it because does it say search your spell book or does it say search your deck?
I think it says spell book. Let's find out.
I want to say that it says spell book, but if it doesn't say spell book, okay. I was gonna say because if it doesn't say spell book, that gets you basically any one of your utility lands,
Yeah.
but it doesn't do that,
But
so
there's also 9 of
makes
them in the
sense.
deck out of 50.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense as to why there's not one in there now. But
Yeah.
I, you know,
Yeah.
I
So
like to have options.
true. So if you want to play this deck, I'll go ahead and publish that. There you go. I want to rock. I want to rock. That's it. If you want to play it, if you want to watch gameplay of it, soon after this goes live, there should be a video for it. So,
Should be a video for it.
and we're also going to be talking about Justin's deck. If you want to watch the other deck that will be in the video, you can find that on my channel too. I'll see you guys on the fucking battlefield. Check you later.